I mean, pick out the protagonists.
Yeah, they're pretty obvious. Hello and welcome to Retro Game Connect. I'm Dan Mastriani.
And I'm wearing a Pokemon Ugly Christmas sweater.
So hey, Merry Christmas. Did you want Sonic for Saturn? Too bad you got this instead. Yeah, we are playing Christmas Nights, though we're playing the PC version because I don't actually have Christmas Nights on my Saturn. Sadly. Yeah. But they made it unlockable in the PC port, so.
Interesting.
Yeah, so basically it was originally a demo on Saturn, which was, I guess, pretty widely distributed. I guess anybody who owned a Saturn in Japan just had to pay postage, and they would send them a copy of it. And internationally, it was distributed with magazines, like as a cover disc.
Interesting.
Yeah. But sadly, I never got a hold of it, and I since it was already included in the PC version, I sure didn't feel like buying it on eBay. So we're just gonna go ahead and play that version right now.
Primbus!
I don't know why I'm getting Peggy rating. That's weird. There we go. Sega. Yeah, so this is what Sonic Team was doing instead of making an actual Sonic game on Saturn.
Interesting.
Not that this is bad. Okay, we can go ahead and skip this because Christmas Nights. Come on. There we go. Haha! Cool. So I guess we're close enough to Christmas. Then we got the title screen. Yeah, Christmas Nights has its own opening movie, so boom. We'll go ahead and watch that version.
The city is covered with Christmas decorations.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any subtitles.
And people are looking for presents for their loved ones.
I didn't actually watch this yet, so.
Among them are Elliot and Clarice.
I mean, pick out the protagonists.
Yeah, they're pretty obvious.
They all look rushed.
I'm trying to see if there's
that lady,
anybody else hidden in there.
Why do they have to walk that fast?
That's a good question. I see we only got the one illustration, though I guess this was made in about 2 months, so.
They feel something important is missing. The streets look so beautiful. This is the most cheerful time of the year.
Is it though?
It seems like nobody is paying any attention to something important. Walking down the street, they find themselves in the middle of Twin Seeds City, facing the mammoth Twin Seeds Tower. It is decorated beautifully, and the tower appears as one huge Christmas tree.
There we go. That's exciting times.
However, they realize what is missing from the Christmas spirit. The
Rum.
one thing nobody seems to notice. There is no shiny star atop the gigantic Christmas tree. Without it, the tree is incomplete.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it isn't some kind of Christmas spirit or anything like that.
Okay.
Why would it be? But yeah, I guess, this is originally just going to be use here, why not? It's going to be just your basic demo. But they decided to be extra with it.
Warm to wear.
Okay, so first thing to know about Nights is this whole walking around as the kids. It's just for show. You're not really going to be doing this. Rawr. Just go ahead and head straight for knights. The technique here. Yeah, it changes everything in the game. This is wild. You can do these spins here to collect everything in the spin.
You know, gotta be honest, the remixes of the music, bopping.
Yeah. I didn't actually want to do that yet, but it was kind of right in my way. But, oh, that's very short. Yeah, so basically you need 20 of these orbs to break this thing here. So it's really just a waste of time to go in there until you have 20. Because once you've broken that thing, then you enter bonus time, which makes everything worth more points. And really with this game, you know, it's kind of a score attack game, you know? Alright, now I have enough, so now I can break it. So what I want to do... Ooh, I got an Utopian. This has a little kind of artificial life feature, which is fun. So now, it's all bonus points, baby. So I want to get as high link score as I can for bonus points. This is pretty short, so I'm going to do another loop. As many of these as I can.
I just wish the parsec cast of it was less laggy.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to hear
today.
if they added any, like, interesting audio cues when you hit those things. Like, if it makes us, you know, makes part of a song when you hit those.
Yeah. Alright, where are my chips here? There we go, got the paraloop. Oh, okay. I think this is the, what? There he is. There we go. Woo. They turn that capture. Oh, yeah, there we go, 20. Cool. It's bonus time, baby. Everything from here on is gravy. Get that enemy. Get these. Oh, here we go. I got one of those bonus items. I don't remember which one that one was. I am unfortunately not great at this game, but I will do my best.
It seems interesting enough. This particular version of it is sort of falling into my standard, hey, get your friends around with a few ranks and have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Particularly some eggnog and bourbon in this case.
Can I do anything with that? No. I still got some time. I'm going to try to boost my score. I haven't moved. I think we can do some stuff here with these things, right? No? There we go. You know, we got the Christmas music going anyway, so that's neat. Oh, look, a tree.
I think that's the
cool.
fallen tree from the bonus thing.
Alright, I'm running out of time here. Running out of time is very bad, so let's, oh boy. Oh boy, move knights. No! Oh, that was a huge waste. Yeah, now I get an F. Yeah. So I botched that. Oh, there we go. That was neat. Yeah,
Now
so
you
I
have
guess...
a ribbon.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Cool. That means it's time to... Oh, what hit me? Time to do tricks, I was going to say, but... That paraloop. Oh, boo. I missed the orbs.
Jangle balls, jangle all the way.
Yep. Oh, jingle jangling. Okay, now it's a waste of time to go back for it like that. Unfortunately, I don't have like all the levels memorized. Oh, I guess I should have gone this way first. All right, cool. Looks like I've got enough. So once I see that capture again, I can hit it. Here it goes. It's bonus time, baby. All right, cool. So here's a little exploit. I think you can for tons of points. There we go. If you press yourself up against the wall when you get that, it's gonna finish it. When you get that ribbon.
Ah, you finished with an A though.
Yeah, exactly. So I use the ribbon thing is you can get bonus points by doing tricks with the triggers.
Ah.
And if you press yourself up against the wall, you can like do a ton of them in quick succession. So that's a little exploit there to let you get like a ridiculously good chain.
I appreciate that if it wants you to turn another direction, it has the hoops that literally turn.
Yeah, all right. Looks like I've got everything
Yeah, you
for my
just
idea
missed the
capture.
bonus thing.
Yeah, so now I just gotta find that thing.
Just missed it.
I missed it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll grab it on the next loop, huh? I don't have to worry about grabbing any more, because they're only worth so much. I'm still doing the links here, because I figured this should lead me to it. But I don't... It's never going to be worth as much. There it is.
Yeah, you literally, like, when you were like, it's time to look for this, you were like a foot past it.
Oh, dang. Oh. Ooh.
Like, it was on screen.
I guess I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, well, I'm running out of time, so... There we go. I think, yeah, whatever. C. That's acceptable. It's a passing grade. Alright.
Oh.
So. Oh, wow. Watch that. So speaking of advanced techniques, it is possible to do a paraloop around that guy and, like, kill him instantly. But, I'm not going to go for that. I haven't fought this guy in a while. I am already screwing up. There we go. Managed to hit his teeth. Really? That looked like I went into his chin, didn't it?
I mean, yeah, but maybe, like, you hadn't hit the invincibility frames yet?
Maybe. See, now I'm doing this way slower than I should.
Oh, yeah, that is gonna... We're going to run out of time before you knock his health bar down.
He's almost dead, but the faster you do it, the better your score multiplier.
Almost dead.
So...
Isn't the bar at the bottom left his health?
No, that's for my dash.
Oh.
So basically I had to get rid of all the segments of his tail.
Oh.
Yeah, so if I'd done that faster, I would have gotten bigger multiplier, but there you go. Yay. The star is back. I did it. And there we go. So we'll watch the end of the story, and there we go.
Elliot and Clarice found the star, shining in 7 colors. But the entire story was a dream.
7 colors, yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, that one yellow is 7 colors?
What was that star?
Hmm.
They don't talk about the dream they saw. But there is one thing both of them know.
They will need therapy when they're adults.
Something especially after they
And also, that girl's legs must be so cold.
Unless they're living somewhere warm,
There's snow.
then no, I guess.
they start feeling cheerful again.
Oh, okay. This is just kind of weird right now.
And now happiness,
Notice.
like the light of a small candle, starts filling the city once again. Everything is okay now.
Yeah, I guess nothing cheers people up like slapstick comedy.
Give a star of happiness to the heart of these brave children. Give a star of happiness to the heart of everyone.
The
Merry
Daily Planet?
Christmas.
Yeah, there we go.
Mary Chrysler.
Yay. We did it.
We did the thing.
Yep. Yeah, but this is funny. It's, you know how it mentions only this winter. It does actually, the original version on the Saturn, it will check the internal clock and you'll get different things depending on what time of year you play it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like there's like, for instance, I think if you play it on Easter, you get like an Easter theme.
Huh.
But like, you know, if you play it in the middle of summer, it's not Christmas themed at all. You're just doing a regular demo.
I mean, I do appreciate when games have stuff tied to like real life time stuff. One of
Yeah.
my favorite things is on my birthday. I always go into the Pokemon game I'm playing and go to the Pokemon Center. It'll play a different version of the music and like throw confetti and wish you a happy birthday.
I've never experienced that because I stopped at yellow and that doesn't have any sort of like internal clock, so it has no idea what time of the year it is.
Indeed. I want to say it started either in Gen 4 or Gen 5.
I imagine it's easy to do on 3DS. And actually, no, DS has a calendar too, so once I hit DS, it would have been easy to do.
What are we doing here? We just...
I don't know. I was gonna watch the credits, but I guess we can.
Yeah,
We can.
I got other stuff I want to get to today, so...
Okay. So there we go. I'm not amazing at nights, unfortunately. So
Gonna seem like an interesting little holiday time killer.
yeah, it's fun that they did that. They just went kind of crazy. I mean, it was as I mentioned, it was originally just going to be, yeah, hey, here's a demo to try to sell people on nights, and they did actually make one because that's what I have on Saturn is a demo of nights. But I guess they just kept adding things, and you got this whole complete transformation of the game for Christmas.
Yep.
With an extra story sequence that isn't in the main game. It actually has, we didn't even look at them, but it's got a bunch of like presents you can unlock, which for extra have extra features. And the game has like, so that, I don't know if you notice that like egg that I found that hashed into a creature.
No.
Well, there are these creatures in the background that are like this artificial life thing that they created for the game, which apparently was a took quite a lot of effort while they were developing it. But there's these little virtual creatures that kind of will evolve depending on actions you take in the game, and you can actually check the status of them with the Christmas Nights disc, and that's like the feature that isn't in the main game.
I feel like they ended up using that for, I forgot what they're called, but that probably sounds like the basis for the system where you have creatures like that in one of the Sonic 3D.
Yes. So the chows in the Sonic Adventure, I believe, actually are built off that code. So they brought it forward, added some stuff for Sonic Adventure, and I guess it also inspired the mags in Phantasy Star Online.
Neat.
Yeah,
It's always interesting to see things from other games that a developer make their way into like the really popular game.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Game Freak sneaks Power Man references into Pokemon. There's all kinds of
You mean Pulse Man?
Pulse Man, that's right.
Yes.
There's all kinds of marathon references in Halo.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. So that's cool. I mean, NiGHTS is interesting because it's a very non-traditional game, I would say. So, like, originally, I guess they were going to do an actual, like, straight up 2D game using 2D graphics because Yuji Naka was like, I don't know if we can really do what we want to do with 3D. You know, they hadn't worked on 3D yet. This is both their first Saturn game and their first game on CD. So they weren't really sure what they're going to do. And like, we should probably just, push the 2D visuals as much as we can because I don't know if we're going to get the be able to create the environment we want with 3D. But one of the other people on the team, well, we should at least try it. And they experimented with it and like, okay, yes, this looks better than I had feared.
I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Even the glitchy version I was getting on my end.
Yeah.
But I think what's interesting is I feel like that the character design became more memorable than the game.
It's actually it's based on Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil?
Cirque du Soleil, yes, there we go. That's what I was trying to say.
It's French. You don't pronounce the last letters.
yeah. I've repeatedly said I'm bad at French, but yeah, I guess
the main rule is if it's a French word, you just drop the last letters. But like that character design, I know it. I've seen it. It popped out enough.
He definitely made
when
cameos
it was on the shelf. Yeah, plus that. Yeah, but then the game itself, like, it seems interesting enough, but personally.
So it's kind of a score attack thing. The problem is it doesn't necessarily explain itself well. I mean, perhaps this would be easier if I had like a manual I could read. But like I remember, like I got that demo the first time I played it. I figured, I got a clock, so I just got to finish the level as fast as I can.
Yeah.
And I did that, and was like, this was not terrible, but And years later, I'm like, okay, well, here are all the bunch of scoring tricks you're supposed to be using. Like, it's a high score game. Like I didn't know about doing the paraloops and stuff to collect stuff inside the loop. And so there's all this stuff I didn't know I could do. So I kind of I misjudged the game, because I didn't know how I was supposed to be playing it. And if, there's a flaw in the game, is that it doesn't really explain itself. So like maybe they explained this in the manual that they were expecting you to read. And to be fair, like, a lot of games expect you to read the manual, especially if
it can use a tutorial level.
Especially at the point where like space was at a premium and they didn't really have space for tutorials. So maybe the manual made it easier, but like it's something where you got to know what you're doing before it's going to click. So like if you're in a position where you've read up on the game ahead of time, you're probably going to have a better first impression than if you go into it cold.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I've never really been able to be like really good at the game. Like I guess that's the main thing you're supposed to do is like, okay, you get all the orbs as fast as you can. Once you get to 20, you get that little you free the idea, which is like that little orb that we were trying to rescue, and then you just do biggest chain you can to get as many points as possible before actually returning to the thing where you get nice to complete that section of the stage.
You know what I think is interesting about this game? I don't know if it's just the particular color palettes they chose or just something about its design. It reminds me of Klonoa.
I mean, it does look a bit different when you're playing the normal version.
That absolutely, but the overall, like, the character design aspects, the colors used, obviously ignoring the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
It gives they could take place in the same universe, and I'd be like, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, they did have some interesting ideas. Like, it's based on dreams. They actually did research into things like depth psychology and like the meaning of dreams and all that to kind of help create the world for the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a bunch of different bosses, and some of them are kind of interesting. even on the Saturn, the graphics are pretty decent. This has been touched up a bit. They first ported it to PS2, and then they took the PS2 version and ported that to PC, which is what we're playing. So we were playing in the PC mode, not the Saturn mode, the Saturn mode that tries to look more like it did on Saturn.
Does it have any extra rings?
Okay, yes.
Saturn.
Rings of Saturn. Okay.
I'm making an astronomy joke.
Yeah, no, I got it. I got it. So this isn't like a one-to-one representation of what it would have looked like on Saturn, but even then I remember thinking it looked decent when I played it on the demo on my Saturn. It's worthwhile to notice I didn't think to grab my controller, but people probably have noticed that we use the Saturn 3D controller when we play Saturn games, and that was originally packaged with this game.
Huh.
So this is like the first analog control Saturn game. They actually designed the controller to go along with the game. They had nearly 100 prototypes before they came up with what they ended up going with. Yeah, so there was no analog controls. They were looking at a bunch of different things. I guess they wanted to make the game more accessible, so they were looking at a bunch of non-traditional controller ideas to try to come up with something that kind of made the game more intuitive. Which again is also why the game is like completely played in 2D, even though it's in a 3D space, because they just couldn't get like full 3D gameplay to feel the way they wanted it to. So they decided to just play like this. Let's just restrict it to 2D, and that'll be easier to work with.
Better to have the game play better than just we gotta get it 3D.
Exactly, that's kind of what they ended up doing. So that's why you still control knights in 2D. But again, it's also a game that you want to play in analog because it's built around those analog controls. So if you try to play it on Saturn with a standard 2D Saturn pad, you might not have a great time. But now that it's ported to various modern systems, you can play it on a system that has analog by default.
And you can play it on PC with your Xbox controller.
Which is actually exactly what I did. Yes, if I actually had a copy of Christmas Nights, I might have actually hooked up the Saturn, and we would have played that. But unfortunately, I don't.
Oh well.
But still, this is basically what Sonic Team ended up doing on Saturn. This like Burning Rangers, they never actually made a Sonic game on Saturn. Though it
no
had
wonder everybody forgets the Saturn existed.
It kind of had the misfortune of kind of being like positioned by the press as like their Mario 64 killer when it's not even the same type of game. They did something completely different, and people were like, "Oh, this is nothing like Super Mario 64." And like, well, it wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be their big tentpole platformer.
Yeah, but that's sort of like every time someone compares a game that's hard to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's Dark Souls ass.
Or like or like someone tried to make a new first-person shooter, like, oh, this is such and such platform as Halo Killer. Like, no, they were never trying to do that, and now you've created unrealistic expectations for the game. Thanks.
And just about every game that was positioned as a Halo Killer totally flopped.
I mean, the worst part of it is half the time the positioning isn't on the part of like even the marketing department of the company that's making the game. It's like
absolutely.
People like,
as soon as one article, as soon as one article calls it a Halo Killer, it's
no,
done.
Stop doing that. Like they never said that. That's not what they're doing.
And frankly, if Halo 5 couldn't kill Halo, nothing's going to.
You're right. But, I laugh, but I never actually played that, so I don't have.
I have yet to finish it, and I loved Halo, and I plan on playing Infinite, but I just could not finish that game.
But yeah, this kind of fell victim to that because they weren't trying to do that at all with this game. They were just seeing what they could do on Saturn. Like, they'd never worked on 3D or with CD before, and they were like, well, what can we actually do? And they came up with something weird and experimental. And
they made something.
And it's an interesting game. I recommend checking it out. You may click with it better than I did. It's not hard to get now since it's on PC. You can probably get it pretty cheap in a Steam sale. Sega bundles it with a bunch of other stuff.
And the time of year this video is going to be airing, there's going to be Steam sales.
Yeah. I mean, it has the extra Christmas content built in as unlockable. I believe you just have to clear all the stages with at least a C rank, which I actually had some difficulty with, and I had to download a save because unfortunately I'm just not good at the game. I feel bad because I kind of see like, oh, this seems like a good thing, like an interesting game, but I've just never really been able to, like, even using the technique of okay, get all the stuff and then get bonus points, and I still have trouble getting above the C. So I don't know what it is about the game that I'm just not good at.
Couldn't tell you. Never played it.
I don't know, but I think after we're done recording, I'm gonna flip it back to my original save, which I did back up, so that I can maybe play it for fun sometime and not have to worry about being like, oh boy, we got to shoot the Christmas episode. Oh, I'm so mad that I can't get the C rank or above so I can unlock the stuff I need for the show, and putting extra pressure on myself and enjoying it less than I would have if I was just like, whatever, I got a D, who cares? Maybe I'll go back to it later.
Yeah.
But I know there are people that absolutely love this game, so I recommend people check it out and see if it's your thing.
And for everything else, there's MasterCard.
Here we go. So anyhow, if you enjoyed Jingle Bells playing through the entire level, make sure you give us this episode a like. If you want to catch future episodes, and which the game is not seasonally themed, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I've been Dan Mastriani. You can catch me on Twitter at NewTypeCool.
I'm Ian Butterfield. You can find the show at Retro Games CNCT, Facebook.com/Retro Game Connect, and RetroGameConnect.tumblr.com. You can find me at Ian G. Butterfield on Twitter. And you can also find me doing live streams over at twitch.tv/geek_lord_42. If you like the games we played, let us know in the comments if there are any games you'd like us to play. Also drop those in the comments. If we can get our hands on them, we might just play them, or we might just throw them through Christmas wreaths.
Yes, well, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate some other holiday, Happy Holidays. If you don't celebrate anything, have a nice Friday.
Yeah.